Today, we're going to be doing a really quick pro and con list of the Meta Quest 3. I've been able to use this for about a month now, so I'm getting pretty familiar with how this thing works. And let me just say, when I made the pro and con list, we definitely have more pros than cons. So I think that goes to show my overall opinion of this device. I've really enjoyed this thing so far, and I found some really fun new games. So without any further ado, let's get straight into the pros. Pro number one are going to be these speakers. They have a better direction. They seem to kind of go straight into your ears. In the previous Quest 2, the speakers kind of came straight out that way, and now they're just going straight to your ears. So it's able to sound a lot louder that way, even if the speaker isn't necessarily any louder. It's just more directional. The speakers on this thing feel very immersive as well. It kind of feels like you're just in a room and you're hearing everything around you. So I absolutely love the speakers on this thing, and most people are saying that they would actually prefer the speakers on this than to use the audio jack and use headphones. Now there is a con that I'll talk about regarding this little port in just a moment. All right, pro number two, we have some upgraded hardware. So we have a better processor, new pancake lenses, which is able to help like shorten the actual headset down so it doesn't stick out quite as much. You guys also have a higher pixel density, so everything just looks a little bit more crisp, and the colors are just a step up from the previous gen. Now, once again, this is eventually gonna tie into a con later down the road. For pro number three, we're gonna be talking about these weird cameras up front. You may be wondering what they are, what they're used for, and these actually help with the mixed reality. So I'll make sure to show you guys some games of what this could look like. Basically, the best way to describe it is it looks like you're looking around your room, but then parts of your room will start to change. You'll see like a hole in the wall and like a spaceship fly through there, and it's very interesting, and you guys have to try it out sometime. It's just one of those things you guys have to try for yourself. It's definitely really entertaining. It's like stuff I used to dream about as a kid, so crazy that we are finally getting the technology in something like this. All right, so for pro number four, we're gonna be talking about tracking. We have better camera placements for your hands. So what Meta found out is that most of the tracking that they're doing is gonna be lower. In the previous design, they had cameras that were kind of helping focus on movements like up higher like this, but they decided that this overall placement is gonna be best. And I definitely agree, because the hand tracking when you guys aren't using the remote is very good now. So my very last pro is the comfortability. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into this. One of them would be the new head strap design. You guys can use ponytails with this. Very easy to adjust and tighten. Personally, I like the material they used on the headset a lot more this year. And if you guys use glasses, it's very easy to just pull the headset back to give it the space. You don't have to like put that little insert in anymore. And if you guys need to adjust the distance between those lenses, it's very easy. They now have a little scroll wheel right there, so you guys don't even have to take the headset off. Now let's get into some of the cons. So earlier I was kind of referencing to this, but because of the upgraded hardware, the battery life doesn't seem to be as good as the previous generation. There are things to get around this by using like low power mode and stuff like that, but most people are getting about 1.5 hours to 2 hours of gameplay with this. Keep in mind, you guys could always just buy a super long USB-C cable, and then you guys don't have to really worry about any of that. Next up, we're gonna be talking about the mic down here. Some people are saying that the mic's actually a downgrade from the last gen. To me, it sounds okay, but it does seem to kind of pop a little bit more than the previous generation. It's definitely not the best mic, but it gets the job done. Next up, we're talking about the audio jack port for the third con. It seems to be slightly underpowered, so if you guys plug in your headphones into this, some people are noticing that it doesn't get as loud as it maybe should. So like if you plug the audio jack into your phone, you could technically probably get it to a higher volume than what this headset's gonna allow you. Con number four is gonna be the new layout for the actual plugs. So the USB-C has now changed to the side of the headset. It's not a huge deal, but the problem is if you guys have accessories for the Quest 2, they may no longer carry over to the Quest 3. So that's just something to keep in mind and look at before you guys upgrade. And lastly, we're gonna be talking about mixed reality again. As much as I love it, there are a few problems with it every once in a while, such as blurriness and some sort of like warping, but overall it does look very nice. It just can be difficult to maybe do stuff on your computer with the headset on because it's not quite that clear. So sometimes I could sort of make out like what's on my phone even with this headset on, but for the most part, it's pretty hard to see like actual screens with this. But for this kind of being its first attempt at mixed reality, I think it's doing a great job. And overall, I've been blown away by this headset. And that's just my really quick pro and con list of the Meta Quest 3.